there and clap for them and have them, blah, blah, blah. It got weird because they were doing stuff. It's like, I can't watch a kid doing that, dancing sexy and like, it's weird. And so at the end of it, when people start dispersing, they know who's down and who's not. And what I was mentioning about the entourage, that's how the industry keeps their ear to the streets. These guys are working for the industry. The whole kids under the clothes thing, oh yeah, especially in the hood, dudes who get shot, gang related. I'll tell you right now, a lot of the times those aren't just gang members. They're being put up by the CIA, by the FBI, to go and take these dudes out and make it look like a gang shooting. But they're 100% federal officials who are just gang members, ear to the streets. So this stuff runs absolutely deep, and yeah, it's right in plain sight, y'all. It's right in plain sight. So that atmosphere of to say, yeah, these people don't know what they're necessarily getting into, and they're putting themselves in these situations because they're going in with the mentality that I'm going to do wrong and be sinful tonight on top of it. So I just wanted to put that out there too. The atmosphere is just absolutely dark and debaucherous. And it's something that, like every people, once they get it, they realize, oh man, it's not what it looks like on TV because they're not showing everything. And that's why I'm not big, because I was like, this ain't, mm-mm. And so I started my own company, Atune Root Productions. That's why it's taken me a little longer to get into the limelight, because I turn my back to all that. Now, I'm not saying I'm super major talented or anything like that, but I have many an opportunity to take advantage of certain circumstances. But I'm like, if this is how it goes down, I don't want to be a part of that frequency. And I didn't realize it was at that level at the time. It's just, I'm a man of source. And it's like, I'm not trying to be out here just pimping hoes, as they put it, either. It's like, I don't want to be a part of that frequency regardless. So I just want to put that out there, and anybody wants to build after that, I'm good. I'm closing mic. Peace, guys.
Yeah, I
Whoa,
want
whoa,
to
whoa.
build off of what Claudine said, because she's absolutely right in calling that energy out, because I think that what they've done is a great job of programming us into thinking that in order for something to be fucked up, it has to be done on this grand scale. And once it's done on this grand scale, there's no way a quote unquote good person or good Samaritan wouldn't act on it or do something. And that sentiment is part of the reason why they're able to get away with this shit. Because, like Running Wolf just said, it's subtle. They're subtle about it. If you're at a Hollywood party and they bring in a bunch of kids to perform, because your energy isn't operating on that low vibrational, disgusting shit, your mind isn't automatically gonna think that something is wrong, or that you know what I mean? You're witnessing something that's just not normal. You're going to rationalize it to the best of your ability because of where you are. So I'm glad you called it out, because I know she wasn't very rude about it or how it came across, but it is very dangerous to walk around thinking that there's no way they can get away with something on that level, because by now in 2021 somebody somewhere would have caught it and put it online. That's all I wanted to
But
say.
that's not what I said. And it's not about me, but my point is being misunderstood. And I would love to respond if I could, if we don't want to just have an echo chamber and we actually want to
Of
learn.
course, we don't need to do all the passive aggressive. Just state your stuff. No one was trying to silence you. And
Well, I was silenced. I was put down in the goo. So that's not true. And I will move on.
okay,
So
listen. Hold on. What we're not going to do. Let me just start here. Let me just start. We're going to finish this right here. You were put into the audience by someone, not me, because you kept interrupting me. And all I wanted to do is finish my thought, because we're not trying to silence you. In no way, shape, or form is anyone trying to silence you. But what you're not going to do is interrupt me while I'm speaking. That's it. And if you were speaking and I interrupted you, then I would be wrong. But you were not speaking. So don't do the victimhood or any passive aggressive here, because that's not what it was. And that's all I'm asking you not to do.
Okay,
It's your turn. It's your turn. I'm closing my mic.
I wasn't interrupting you when I asked to let me know when I could speak, and I was muting after that, and you just wouldn't let me. So I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt you, and I was just asking, hey, can I respond when you're done? But I feel like it got misunderstood, and my point got misunderstood as if I was saying that it's
I
not about me.
I don't mean
This
to cut
isn't
you
about
off. I
you.
That I
know,
was
but
making is not, hold on, I'm not.
this is Lisa though. This is my room. Okay.
Please
I had I
talk.
had to step
Do you
away.
want to create an echo chamber,
Hold
or do
on.
you want to learn?
Can, can you? Okay. So I don't know what has taken place because I did have to step away for about 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. So I don't know what's going on, but just based upon how you responded to me just now, I can kind of see what is happening in the room. What I'm
I
saying is
thought
that
you were the same woman. I'm sorry.
right. So just relax. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to start from zero. I don't like that kind of energy in here. We're going to just continue with the conversation. Whatever happened, just squash it. Let it, just let's move along and keep the conversation very high level
Just let it
and do
burn.
what we've been doing all day long because, we don't do that in the Matrix Unveil. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure, I don't know who put you to the audience. I don't know what happened. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? And if, hopefully if you did something wrong that, you can apologize to whoever that is in the back channel. But right now, we're going to get back on topic. Please, let's go.
May I
I
speak
If I like to
about
apologize.
add,
I,
oh,
May I
I,
speak
Let
about
her
wait,
speak. Let her speak, please. Reagan.
thank you. I apologize to anyone that got offended. I did not mean to. I just wanted a chance to respond, and I will go ahead. And what I'm trying to say is my original point was never about blaming anyone. Like, why isn't anyone recording this? Like, why aren't these people at the party saving these children? Like, it's not about onus or blame. I'm simply playing devil's advocate so that we can get to the bottom of this. I am for the children. I want this to be exposed. So I agree with everything you said. Like, it's covert, it's subtle. It doesn't mean that because this hasn't come out on video or recording, it doesn't mean that it's not real. And I made that really clear. That's not my point. I'm just saying my hope is in the day and age of like technology being so easy to have and take in, and like tons of people becoming aware of this in celebrity culture and talking about it more and more, my hope is that we will eventually get some sort of like infiltration where we can see something that someone could put on the internet. And I don't think it's a bad question to sometimes consider, like, why are people doubting this? Like, what is the mind of someone that could just dismiss us all as crazy conspiracy theorists? Because if we can get to know that mindset and understand it, we're more likely to be able to make the case and actually get something done. So thank you for letting me speak. My point was totally misconstrued, and I feel like I'm not placing blame on anyone. I'm simply saying there is that part of me that's like surprised that nothing has ever been documented. Now that doesn't, again, it doesn't mean it's not happening. I just hope that it will get shown at some point. And I land my plane there. Thank you.
Thank
Reagan,
you,
I think what
guys.
you're trying to say is like you're hoping that something irrefutable that the cognitive dissonance can't, you know, engulf would come out at some point for this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the
I
reason,
hear
hold on, guys,
stories.
this topic is really, really difficult. And this topic is very difficult. And the reason why it's so hard for people to wrap their minds around this is because we generally tend to project onto others like who we are. And so like most people are not this depraved and sick. So it's hard. And not only that, we live in a celebrity worship culture where people like to look at the ones that are placed in front of us on our television. If you ever look at the Milgram experiment where it talks about people that are in positions of authority, how they will do the most heinous things because they think that someone in a lab coat is more intelligent, more powerful than they are, and they're doing it. It's a psychology thing.